What most people don't know, commercial break me, please. See, most people don't understand when you in the streets and you live in the street life and you run around and you doing all of this nonsense. For one, the community don't like you. Number two, people don't like to feel like they are in fear when you come around. But see, the world got things so twisted. They got you thinking when you're feared, they got fear mixed up with respect. Respect and fear are two different things. When you respect it, people love you. When people fear you, they'll kill you. And see, in my head, because of the way I'm looking at things, not saying that I was moving to make people be afraid of me, because I was just living the life that I thought everybody else was living. But looking back at it, understanding people who you thinking that's a badge of honor. You thinking those are stripes. Just like most of these rappers right now. They talk all of this killer stuff in their raps. They talk all of this nonsense, all of this violence, all of this crime, and they want fear to be their respect. But you don't get respect. That's why a lot of these rappers get killed, because people are scared. You think I ain't gonna pull the trigger and hit you first if you walk up on me and the only thing you talk about is catching body? You think I ain't finna turn to John Wick 2.0 out here? Huh? You think I ain't finna turn to Eli? You think I ain't finna turn to Denzel Washington on Eli? You know, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna hit everybody out here. So when this man coming out, his shorts just swinging. So finally he walk up to me, right? I'm feeling this small. I ain't got no protection. But I'm standing right here like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's up? He said, man, hey. He said, I respect what you do. You know what I'm saying? I done heard about you. You know what I'm saying? I know what you do out here. You know what I'm saying? He said, but look, check this out. He said, I ain't the one. I said, what you talking about, homie? He said, look, check this out, homie. He said, I got a call. He said, and when I got the call, they told me somebody had been following me to work. He said, and I know it's true because it's a certain thing I do when I go to work. He said, they ran down the whole little thing that I do when I go to work. He said, so by the time we were getting off the phone, the person tell me who it was who had been following me. He said, and the person who I'm talking to is a very reliable source. He said, so I know he wouldn't call and lie to me. Not only would he not call and lie to me, he had some corroboration to his story. He said, so I know he didn't lie to me. He said, but like I said, I respect how you eat out here. I respect what you do. He said, I'm just not the one. He said, but if you tell me right here in my yard right now it's over, we'll leave right here in my yard, it's over. I said, I don't know what you're talking about, homie. He started laughing, then he rocked like this. He said, let me try this one more time. He said, you're young. You eating how you gotta eat out here. But like I said, I ain't the one. Do whatever you need to do. You're just not gonna do it over here. He said, I'm gonna have to say that one more time. If you say it's over, it's over. I'm gonna leave it right here in the yard. So when he say that, it was the tone for me. I said, I ain't got no strap or nothing. This man is armed and dangerous. Now, I got a little reputation. If he decide to down me right here, it's over with. I said, it's over. He said, that was up. He said, it's over. He said, but look, check this out. Like I said, I respect how you eat and what you got going on. He said, if you ever need something to eat or something, he said, you can come over and knock on the door. He said, you knock on the door, I'll invite you in my home. He said, if you need something to eat, he said, you can even go in my refrigerator. He said, you can have anything you want in there. Just don't touch the steak. I said, huh? I said, was that a movie line? I'm thinking to myself, did he just talk to me like I was a peasant or something? This man just sit here and fix his mouth and said, you come over here, come in my house, go in my refrigerator, get you something to eat. Just don't touch the steak. That's what this man told me. I'll never forget it. And if you done read the book, then you familiar with the line when the man told me, just don't touch the steak. But look, that was the first time ever. I'm gonna be honest with you. That was the first time ever, probably, where I sensed real fear. It's a difference between fear and adrenaline. You know what I'm saying? I've been in situations where adrenaline kicked in and I had this rush and I had this awareness of what could happen. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't a sense of fear of where I you know what I'm saying, I came down. You know what I'm saying? Where I took my tail. This was the first time ever I can honestly admit, you know what I'm saying, where I took my tail. And this is another situation that happened in the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? You want to hear that story? Ask about the time I got scared of the penitentiary, and I'll tell you about it. But look, check this out. Let me drop this on you real quick. Let me drop this on you. I've been watching this guy, Charleston White. I get a lot of people messaging me about Charleston White. Charleston White this, Charleston White that. I've had it, even some people compare, you know what I'm saying, some of the things that I say, especially about when it comes to the lifestyle and when it comes to the industry and how people carry themselves. And then when certain things happen, like Young Thug and them going to jail or rappers getting shot and rappers getting killed, like Mo3, for instance, the situation that happened with Mo3, and Mo3 got killed, and that's all he talked about in his music. But then everybody want to come out and act like these people were great people. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about Charleston White. See, this is the thing about Charleston White. Charleston White, this is what I want to say. You don't fight evil with evil. Because when you fight evil with evil, you evil. That's what people don't understand. And then you will talk about people, call them out their name, talk about their family, talk about their kid, talk about their mama, and then you will throw rocks, and then you will hide your hand, you will turn around and say you're a community activist. When you talk about the King Von, you glad King Von did this and glad King Von did this, and then you will uplift Tuka and their mama, and then you will talk about this and you will talk about that. But see, this what people don't understand, and this ain't no disrespect. I just got to speak the facts when I speak it. That's the same reason Nipsey Hussle got killed. See, Nipsey Hussle, what most people don't want to talk about is how that situation was a 1 foot in and a 1 foot out. Even though he did a lot of community service and he was a great leader in his community, he was still repping what he was repping. So at the minute this man was called, as far as the information of what we know, at the minute this man was called a snitch in the streets, when somebody call you a snitch, you get street consequences. When you go to the penitentiary and somebody call you a snitch, you have to respond to that. You can expect a response from that. That's the same thing. If somebody being disrespectful and they call you out your name, regardless if you in the streets or out of the street, you respond to that. So when Charleston White make all these videos and he talking about these rappers, I don't care how much truth he get. I don't care how much truth he spit. It's the delivery. It's what he's saying and how he's saying it. It's strategic to create, to get a response, to get a person to react a certain type of way, and then he'll step back and act as if he ain't did nothing wrong. That is not how it go. You don't. If you're a community activist, you trying to lead these kids, and I ain't saying that he ain't. It's the way you carry yourself. Every time we see you, every time we hear from you, what he done did is bought into the industry. He just in a different form. He ain't no different than these rappers who say what they say on the music, who say what they say in their lyrics, and then they come out and they try to do stuff in the community. He ain't no different. He go do stuff in the community, what he say, and then he'll get online and he'll dog people mama. He'll call people out their name. You ain't no different than a rapper who will get on here and talk about he'll kill this and kill that, and then he'll go give away turkeys on Thanksgiving. And then you will act like that's not an influence. Yes, it is. You don't, when you intentionally provoking these people. You don't provoke. If you looking at something, you saying it's not good, you saying it's not healthy to the community, you saying it's destructive to the community, you saying it's causing division amongst the community, you saying it's destroying the community. You don't attack. In my opinion, you can't be successful in attacking it that way, because for one, a brother who's offended is harder to gain, like a strong tower. If you're saying that these brothers is misleading or being misled, if you're not trying to get to them because they the ones who got the influence, and the way you trying to get to them is not you trying to tear something down with the same way they turn down another part of us. That just don't make sense to me. To me, if you respond to hate with hate, if you respond to evil with evil, you hateful and you evil. It's no way. I don't care how many interviews you sit on. I don't care how much money you get. I don't care how much knowledge you spit out. If you wake up and you speak in that way and you move in that way, you can expect the consequences that come with that. Because if you got 1 foot in and 1 foot out, you respect what come on either side. If you get rewarded for doing community service, that what's up. You had 1 foot in. If you got 1 foot in talking crazy and acting as if you somewhat street, I don't care nothing about your age. I don't care nothing about your background. I don't care none of that. If you disrespect somebody, I don't care about where they disrespect folks and they get glorified and that. No, you don't respond to evil for evil and hate for hate. This is not the way you do it, because these people are clearly saying this is what they stand for. This is what they own. And when that response come and them people respond to you the way that they say they respond to that, you have to eat that. That's just like me right now. When I removed myself out of the streets, I got into a situation where I jumped back into the streets. I had one foot in and then I had the other foot out. And while I had that one foot in and that one foot out, I got into a situation where I was going to pick up some money. And when I was going to pick up the money, a man who thought I was messing around with his cousin, which is a man who thought I was messing around with his gal, which is my cousin, he decided, he called me slipping. I ain't got no strap on me. I hadn't had to have a strap the whole time I was home. And when he seen me, he got out and he decided to draw down on me. And when he drew down on me, he shot at the ground around me 3 times. If you hear my album, you hear me talk about it. He shot at the ground 3 times. When I got back in the car, when I left, of course, I was angry at the time. I'm mad at the time. And go what? It wasn't even a sense of fear. I felt disrespected. But I so quickly checked myself, because the anger that I felt at the time, it wasn't coming from a genuine place. I was so fixed on retaliation because the street me, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I was so concerned about this person gonna say that, this person gonna say this, this person gonna say that. They gonna start all of these rumors and tell all of these lies about me. And I felt like I had to defend my character. I had to defend my honor. I had to defend my reputation. And that comes with that 1 foot in and that 1 foot out. But what I realized, that 1 foot in that I put in had put me in this predicament. It put me in this situation. He sit on these videos and he do all of this talking. He talk crazy, and he say the stuff that he say, and he do the stuff that he do. Somebody make a threat to him, and when they see him, then there's an issue. Homie, you calling for that type of energy. You calling for that type of attention. And then you'll turn around and say, you doing it all in the name of justice. You doing it all in the name of righteousness. You doing it all in the sake of trying to wake people up and getting them to see the darkness in the industry and how and these people ain't straight. But in the same sense, you showing us you kind of cut the same way. It just don't make sense. Y'all ready for the next story?